Hey everybody, hope you're having a great day. Little freestyle food for thought. Today I want to talk about the enemy within. The enemy within. And what I'm talking about or referring to is the idea of compromise. Nope, I'm not talking about the compromises we do in business or the compromises we do with family or friends, relationships. Those are good. Those a lot of those compromises are good and healthy. The compromise I'm talking about is the negotiation you have with yourself when you rationalize why it's okay not to live up to a standard that you set, whether that be a goal, a milestone, a personal standard, that compromise. That's the compromise that is truly an enemy within. You know, when you start to talk yourself into or rationalize why it's okay not to push yourself to the standard that you set, it's not just an isolated decision that stands out there in the world by itself. It's like you add that as a building block into who you are. It becomes a little bit of who you are. And as you build and you build the habit of rationalizing. I always talk about how we get good at the things we do. So if one of the things we find ourselves doing is having this internal negotiation, this internal compromise, the more we do it, the better at that we will become. And soon we will be a professional at that. And we will continue to add these components to who we are until over time, after we've talked ourselves, after we've rationalized why it's okay to just to not do that health thing today, or to not do that uncomfortable thing this week, or to hang out with these people who you know you should not be with for whatever reason that might be, or to go along with things that are counter to who you are in terms of your beliefs and your values, or or these little things that come our way. And in the quiet moments we have with ourselves, we have the opportunity to do the hard thing or the uncomfortable thing or the mundane thing or the boring thing and stick to the standard that we've set for ourselves, or we have this little internal negotiation and we compromise. The fear and the danger is that over time, as we continue to do that and add those little pieces to who we are becoming, then over time we actually become a complete compromised version of ourselves. And that compromised version of ourselves is at a greater disadvantage of having standards or goals or targets to reach moving forward. It becomes even more difficult. So keep this in mind. Keep this in mind as those things come up, as they always do. I had to fight through that this morning with an early morning wake up for a workout I wasn't too excited about doing. But I constantly remind myself of this little idea of, am I really willing to compromise on this thing? Is it really that bad that I can't, that I just need to compromise on it? Sometimes, like everybody else, I do. But more often than not, I do not. Because I can't take the liability, and I don't like who I would become if I build the habits of doing that over time.